One day, a monk left for the Himalayas with his beloved disciple. Due to the inaccessible roads and the hot weather, both of them were very tired. They saw a farmhouse in front. When they reached there, they saw a house, but the door of that house was closed. The monk and his disciple knocked on the door and called the people inside the house. After a few calls, a person from inside responded and opened the door. He bowed and said, "Tell me, what can I do for you?" The monk said, "We are both very tired. Please give us some water." The man politely asked the two of them to come inside the house. The monk and his disciple said, "We're not going inside the house, but we are sitting in the hut under the tree in front." The man brought cold water and a little sweet fruit from the tree and gave it to the monks. The monk and his disciple accepted it, drank the water to their heart's content, and ate the fruit. The man begged the monk, saying, "It will be evening soon. The night is very dark, and the road is not smooth. There are steep descents, so please rest tonight at my farmhouse." The monk agreed. The monk turned around and looked around the farmhouse. A nice farmhouse at the foot of the hill, with very fertile soil and endless spring water. But the man on the farm did not cultivate any land. There are several apple trees next to it. These are not cultivated, but natural. He saw only one cow on the farm. The question arose in the mind of the monk, though the farmland is so fertile, why does not the person cultivate it? Beautiful land and weather suitable for an apple orchard. Then why hasn't he planted an apple till today? At night, in the cottage of the farmhouse, the man arranged food for the monks. The three of them started talking together while eating. The monk asked the man, "Though you have so much fertile land, why don't you cultivate or plant apples?" The man replied, "I am a very comfortable person. I do not like extra work and responsibilities. There is a cow on the farm. It gives a lot of milk. I make a living by selling that milk. I want to spend the rest of my life like this. What will happen to doing extra work?" The monk smiled, hearing that. After dinner, the man arranged for the monks to sleep in the hut and went to the next room. The monk did not sleep. He was staring at the lamplight and thinking. At midnight, he said to the disciple, "Get ready. We have to leave this farmhouse now. And when we leave, we will steal the cow from this farm and take it with us." The disciple was surprised to hear this and looked at the monk and said, "We will steal a cow." The monk said, "Don't talk too much. Do what I tell you." The disciple said, "The man has served us so well since that evening. Besides, we are sages. How can we steal a cow?" The monk said, "Not me. Time will answer you." The disciple walked the cow out of the farm that late night, and the monk followed. After walking all night, they came to a village in the morning. They first saw a village old man picking up dry twigs from a tree. The monk talked to the old man and realized that he was very full. The monk said, "Take this cow home. This cow is yours from now on. Take good care of it. You will make a living by selling the amount of milk that the cow will produce." The old man was very happy and took the cow home. The disciple did not understand why the monk stole the man's cow from the farm and gave it to the old man. Without any question, they both started walking toward the Himalayas. A long time passed. Both the monk and the disciple now lived in the Himalayas. Then a time came when the monk left the Himalayas at the behest of his guru, and the disciple remained in the Himalayas. About 3 years later, the disciple was returning to the previous ashram by the same route. At noon, he was walking past that farmhouse, where he stayed one night with his guru some 3 years back. Many questions remain in his mind even today. He went to the farmhouse with great curiosity. He found the farmhouse had changed in the last 3 years. The land in front was full of crops. The apple orchards on the adjacent land had grown a lot of apples. On the farm, there was a huge house with 8 cows. The man whom he saw 3 years before was feeding the cows. The disciple bowed to the man and stood before him, saying, "Do you recognize me? About 3 years ago, I came with another monk to your farm. You served us very well." The man said, Yes, I remember. Please come in. Sit in the cottage. Take a rest. I will bring water." The man brought a container of cold water and ripe apples. The disciple ate the fruit and said, "I can see that the farm has improved a lot in these 3 years." The man said, "That night when you came to my place, my only source of livelihood, that old cow, was lost. The next day I searched a lot and did not find the cow. I had hard time for several days, almost without food. Then I went to the forest to cut wood. I used to save some money for 2 months and bought barley and wheat seeds. The land adjacent to the farm was very fertile. I cleared the weeds, started cultivating, and grew a very profitable crop, saving a lot of money. I planted an apple orchard in the adjacent land with a workman. In no time, the garden was ready and there produced a lot of fruit. I sold these apples and my crop and bought these 8 cows. Now I take care of everything myself. It takes a lot of hard work, but I am very well now. All this happened after I lost that old cow that night. If I had not lost the cow, I would not have had so much. The disciple smiled and said, after hearing all the words of the person, "May you have much more improvement. I am leaving now. See you again." The disciple was thinking of the monk as he walked down the street. The monk said, "Time will tell." Today, the disciple has got the answer to all the questions in his mind. He paid homage and respect to the monk in his heart. Friends, like this story, we don't even try once, despite the many possibilities around us. We are comfortable, we are afraid of extra work, and we do not take ourselves out of our comfort zone. We all are doing our jobs. If we think carefully, we'll see that we can reach the pinnacle of our success if we do it more sincerely. Yes, it is true that, like that person on the farm who suffered for a few days after losing the cow, we will suffer for a few days. But if we work hard on new ventures, we will be able to build 100 times better success. We should keep in mind that success in any action in the world has not been possible without hard work and dedication. Success awaits you. Now you decide. Friends, if you are new to our channel, subscribe to the channel. We always bring you positive motivational videos. Our goal is to keep you positive at all times. Thanks.